The election is in full swing, and it's not exactly going great. The Tories are struggling at the door.
They'll hope this is not a metaphor for their campaign.
Corbyn struggled with his tie.
An aide smartens him up for the big occasion.
Christ knows what the Lib Dems are doing. They're all having a shock. Let's start with the Tories. Boris Johnson can't stop lying. Look what he said to these nurses.
And what about alcohol? Yeah, I've had to give it up until we get Brexit done.
Really? Because 24 hours later... Down it, down it. I won't drink before Brexit except for Jaegers, tequilas, Cointreau, Tia Maria, Malbec, schnapps, gin, brandy, absinthe, lighter fluid, toilet dump, Listerine. But apart from that, I'm good. He's such a bullshitter. He kicked off his whole campaign by saying this.
I don't want an early election.
You tried to call one 4 times? I don't demand something I don't want 4 times. It's like going, taxi, 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 taxi. Nothing. But then this is the deception election. Here's a photo of a Tory rally, a megadome stuffed to the rafters with supporters. And here's a photo of the same event from a slightly different angle. I've seen bigger crowds at this guy's comeback tour. We shouldn't be surprised that Liz Truss has shafted the economy. She's never been brilliant with numbers.
You had a plan in 2014 to build 200,000 new starter homes. That was 5 years ago. How many did you build?
Well, there haven't been as many starter homes as we would have liked,
How many did you build?
I don't have the exact numbers for you.
Well, it's easy to remember. It's 0. You built none.
How can you not remember 0? It's easy. It's what the pound's going to be worth in a week. And do you know what's crazy? She doesn't seem fazed by any of this.
Labour's policy to tax the energy companies is supported by 68% of the public, according to polls. You're prepared to be unpopular, aren't you?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I don't give a shit. Which is a good job, because people aren't exactly fans.
I think she's awful.
I don't like her, and I think she's a liar.
I basically don't see her as an intelligent person.
One lady was so unimpressed, she refused to stop her workout.
I think anybody that comes into power at the moment and is promising to make tax cuts, when I don't think you can actually deliver that, like I say, it's just leading us down a path of false hope, really.
It's mental! Who doesn't stop a workout for live TV? 98.
The American businesswoman Jennifer Arcuri has admitted to sharing a special relationship with the Prime Minister, but declined to say if the pair actually had an affair.
Did you see what she reckons Boris did?
Ms Arcuri also said she tried calling Boris Johnson just over a week ago on his mobile phone, but the call was then taken by a man who spoke with a Chinese accent.
What, is he 15 years old? Oh, God, it's that woman I've been accused of banging. Me no Boris! Shit, it's Jeremy Corbyn.
Du hast the wrong number! My name is Henrik!
God, it's Angela Merkel. Boris, I'm sorry, you've come through to a French restaurant in Abergavenny. Would you like some ratatouille? It's Prince Andrew. Andy Pandy putting a bike. Yeah, you're right, yeah, probably is. Bit too soon for that, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, cheers for getting me off, big dog. Thanks for that. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes, I will see you in the sauna, you sweatless miracle. Do you know what kills me? Jeremy Corbyn. Theresa May's getting a lot of shit, but he's the voice of the opposition. So why isn't he opposing? Almost 80% of Labour members want a second referendum, and he's completely ignoring them. It's bullshit. Think about it, right? If that was an actual party and 80% of the people were like, no karaoke, you wouldn't be like, do, push pineapple, shake a tree. You wouldn't do that. I need some love like I never needed. What I'm saying, do your job, Jeremy. He's even about the debate.
At last, it looks like the Prime Minister and Jeremy Corbyn have found something to agree on over Brexit. They both want to take part in a televised debate. The only problem is not the same one. The Prime Minister and her Downing Street advisers favour the BBC's. Jeremy Corbyn said he preferred ITV's so as not to clash with I'm a Celebrity.
Yeah, we can't let Brexit get in the way of that. You're there to debate, not watch Nick Knowles eat wombat cock. Now, if they have a debate or not, I just hope it's civil, because politics has got so toxic.
I will not vote for Chequers if she puts a shotgun in my mouth.
Mrs May should bring her own noose.
I've had death threats.
I won't knife you in the back, I'll knife you in the front.
I've had people tweeting that I should be hung.
Theresa May is a dead woman walking.
Your dad won't answer the question. Your daddy's a totally horrible person.
It's just how long she's going to remain on death row.
The moment is coming when the knife gets heated, stuck in her front and twisted.
And we're just as bad. We spent the last 2 years shouting at each other, racist, snowflake, gammon, libtard. You don't solve problems by shouting. If you're having sex and the condom breaks, you don't bellow into her fanny. Don't make her pregnant! Swim away, you little bastard! Swim away! Stop lying. Like the video the Tories put out of Labour's Keir Starmer.
Why would the EU give you a good deal if they know that you're going to actively campaign against it?
And why was that a problem? He didn't pull that face. Here's what actually happened.
Why would the EU give you a good deal if they know that you're going to actively campaign against it?
Well,
Which is
Piers,
clearly what most of you are going to be doing.
Well, Piers, I have been talking to the EU, to political leaders across the EU 27 countries for 3 years.
They doctored it. It gets worse. Look how their party chairman defended it.
That was a humorous video. I mean, frankly, we didn't have the time to cover the whole of the interview.
I mean, it's clearly edited. There was a music soundtrack that wasn't on the original. The colour scheme wasn't. People can see.
We had to take out an awful lot of the waffle. The reason we clipped the video is to make it shorter, because Keir's answers rambled on.
No, you clipped it to make it a lie.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. I agree with Piers.
The leading Eurosceptic MP, Jacob Rees-Mogg, announced he was submitting a letter of no confidence.
This is about not having confidence in the current leader and believing that the deal simply does not work.
How is he deciding any of this? He doesn't represent us. He looks like Where's Wally the Gestapo years. He's like a ghost you'd find in a stately home.
You can't go in there. That was Mother's room.
And yet, he described himself like this.
I'm a man of the people. Vox populi, vox Dei.
Man of the people, you speak Latin! He's the MP for North East Somerset. That's where my family are from. They don't speak Latin. They can barely speak English. All right, my Barbara, what are you diddling? Huh? Papa, Papa's got lunch. Huh? What I'm trying to say, they don't describe Brexit like this.
She should either have backed Alistair or she should back my position. This middle muddle fiddle fuddle is not working.
Middle muddle fiddle fuddle? It's not a middle muddle fiddle fuddle. To quote an unnamed government minister, it's a phantasmagorical goat f*** of the worst kind. Or as Jacob Rees-Mogg calls it, a whammy lammy bangy rammy. Did you see him on the news? I think he's had a lobotomy. He's all over the shop. He tried to feed a kid a rabbit. And he can't stop comparing Brexit to food.
We have a deal. We have a great deal. It's ready to go. Just add water. Stir in pot.
That's not a deal, that's a pot noodle. And yet, no matter how much shit topples out of his mouth, some people love him.
What is it about Johnson that makes you think he'll succeed?
He's been proved to be a liar.
He's a liar?
Yeah, but...
You like him because he's a liar?
Yeah, because he's human.
He's a liar, I like a liar. I just can't trust someone who tells the truth. What are they not trying to hide? I mean, look at me, I'm not even a hairdresser. I'm not even Welsh.